Most women wake up and immediately spike their cortisol, and then they wonder why their hormones are a mess, why they're exhausted all the time, and why their bodies won't respond. In 2026, stop waking up to chaos and start waking up with intention. I've been waking up at around 4 a.m. since med school. It's what works for me. My days are usually draining and I don't have energy to do anything useful in the evening, so I choose to make the most of my mornings instead. How you start your morning teaches your nervous system what kind of a day it's about to have. So before you even step out of bed, your body is listening, not just to what you do, but to what you prioritize. For years, many of us have woken up and reached for our phones first thing. Notifications, messages, news, before you've even checked in with yourself. Unfortunately, your body doesn't know that it's just emails or notifications. It thinks it's danger. So when stress is the first thing you consume in the morning, your nervous system automatically prepares for survival. And for a woman in her 20s, 30s, and even 40s, that's the worst thing you can do for yourself in the morning. Good morning, guys. It's a new day, new goals, new targets, new energy. I need to get dressed for my workout, so let's do it. So I just got done stretching, but before I get into my workout, I wanted to quickly share something with you guys. In my past few videos, especially towards the end of the year, you would have heard me talk about how movement is medicine. And I wanted to actually explain that quickly, especially now that we're in January, at the beginning of the year when everyone is pumped and feeling motivated to get back into the gym and get into fitness and all of that, and basically just be serious with their lives and all of that. But somewhere along the way, we seem to have reduced exercise and movement to just weight loss, burning calories, and essentially just chasing a number on the scale. But movement is not supposed to be punishment. It's literally medicine. What do I mean by that? Your muscles, your bones, your hormones, they all depend on how you move your body, especially as women in our reproductive years, as in your 20s to your 40s. This matters way more than we're actually taught in life. So walking 5,000 steps a day, yeah, it's fine. It's good for circulation, for mental health, and essentially just getting out of a lazy pattern. But if in your 20s, your 30s, that's all you're doing for exercise, then your future bones, your muscles, your metabolism, your hormones, and your fertility are not going to be impressed. So weightlifting and resistance training is not about being bulky or extreme. It's about protecting your hormones, supporting insulin sensitivity, maintaining bone density, and keeping your body resilient as you age. Movement should actually energize you and not drain you. Your hormones, your cycles, bone density, metabolism, fertility, all of this works better when you actually move your body regularly and not just take a walk around the block. So in 2026, move with intention, seriously, for your health, not to punish yourself, and definitely not for aesthetics and just New Year vibes. I just wanted to share that. So today I am doing a light full body workout because I have a long day ahead of me. And tomorrow I'll do a heavier workout. I'm also just still trying to get back into routine. So I don't really want to like overdo it and then crash and burn before the month even ends. So yeah, let's get into my workout. If coffee is the first thing in your mouth and stomach every morning, we need to talk. A lot of women wake up already stressed, alarm, rushing thoughts, responsibilities, and raise their cortisol even higher by reaching out for their first thing. And then immediately add coffee on top of that. And I used to do this, by the way. But what many women don't realize is that coffee doesn't give you energy. It stimulates your nervous system. And when your body hasn't eaten yet, that stimulation goes straight to cortisol. So if you're someone who feels anxious, shaky, bloated, exhausted by midday, or like your hormones are always off, this could be part of the picture. And again, especially as women in our reproductive years, chronically spiking cortisol can interfere with your hormone balance, cycle regulation, and even how your body responds to exercise and stress. This doesn't mean that coffee is bad, but it means that timing matters. So wake up, hydrate with water, have food, then your coffee. Never take coffee on an empty stomach. And if you can totally avoid it, even better. So I'm just having bacon and scrambled eggs today, and I'm having that with a protein shake that I just made. When I feel like having a hot drink, I will typically have like peppermint tea or vanilla tea, not coffee in the mornings anymore. Actually, I rarely drink coffee nowadays. I probably have coffee maybe once every 3 months or so, if at all. You've probably noticed in my vlogs lately that I don't drink as much dairy milk as I used to, and I think it bloats me a lot. I always notice that I get bloated after I drink milk like dairy milk. So I switched to plant alternatives. You'll have seen when I go shopping, I typically buy almond milk or oat milk, which I have in my house right now. I do think that almond milk is the best alternative I found here in DAR so far. I'm not a fan of soya milk because of its effects on estrogen and hormones in women. So if you're a person especially who has like fibroids and hormonal issues, try to stay away from soya products because they have a high component of estrogen in them, and that will just do you more harm than good. But do your own research before you make that decision. You guys might get tired of hearing me say this, but life has taught me that if I don't protect time for my own goals, the day will take it from me. So I give my personal work and goals the same respect that I give my patients, my job, and my profession. Before the day gets busy, I work on my goals first. My mornings are where I invest in my goals and my future, with the same care, focus, and responsibility that I bring to my work in medicine. I pour into my purpose. Also, at this stage of life, I don't wake up to chaos anymore. I build systems that support my mind, my hormones, and my goals. And that's why I created my Reset Toolkit to make my intentional mornings easier. If you haven't gotten yours yet, do check the link in the description box or on screen right now to get yours while it's still on sale. So, my loves, in 2026, your morning routine should support the woman you're becoming, not drain her. At your big age, there's absolutely no reason for you to hate mornings. And while we're on that topic, waking up at 5 a.m. with no plan is not discipline, it's just early chaos. Discipline does not have to be aggressive. We need to let that theory and myth and lie go in 2026. Let's let it rest. Let's let it rest, because discipline does not need to be aggressive. Sometimes it's just gentle and consistent. That's it. So, my loves, thank you for reaching this far in the video. I hope you'll take these nuggets that I shared seriously for your health in 2026. Leave a like if you learned something. Leave a comment as well, and let me know what you're changing up about your morning routine, what you're adding to your morning routine this year. Share this video, please, with all your girlfriends and all your relatives and everyone you know, even your enemies. Just share it to everyone so we can grow this year. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss my next video. We have a lot going on this year, and you guys need to not miss out on those things, okay? Yeah, otherwise I will see you in my next video. I wish all of you a blessed and a healthy 2026. Thanks for watching.